Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be building a mini Mack truck from the Cars movie out of this old mobility scooter. This is going to be a special series because it's actually for my son who's 4, so it's going to be a mini version just for him. In this first part, I'm going to be tearing the scooter down and making a cardboard body just so I can use it as a template, get the sizes right. So let's jump right in. If you're enjoying this kind of maker content, consider hitting subscribe. About 95% of people watching aren't actually subscribed, so it really helps the channel out. Right, as you've just seen, I've got it stripped down to a rolling chassis. The main components I'm worried about is the motor, transaxle and the steering components. Is probably the only bits I'll use off it. As you can see, the tyres are knackered, so it's going to need some new tyres. And overall, I'm probably going to have to lengthen it and widen it at the front because the back's 55mm wider than it is at the front. So I'll leave it at this stage now until I've built the cardboard body to go on top, just so I know roughly how long I'll need it and how wide I'll need it. Right, I'm going to attempt to make the body out of this cardboard I got from Costco. The only thing I've got to work off is this toy basically and a few pictures that I can find online. So I'll set up a time lapse, see what we can come up with. Right, it's been a couple of days since I started on this project. Now, the GoPro died on the time-lapse, so I'm going to show you the body template so far. It's really basic, but I'm hoping for something a million times better once I've got the frame and everything done. So let's check it out. So this is what I have so far. It's about 1.5 meters long, and as you can tell, this is just the main body section up to the hat. I'll build the hat part separately. Now I've got the right sizes, I can make a start on the frame. Here's the old mobility scooter frame. I've got the frame ready to strip down all the parts that I need. and I've been to pick up this 1-inch structural box section that I'll be using for the frame. So let's get to it. So I've stripped down the mobility scooter, and here are all the key parts. We've got the motor controller, we've got the front axle and the steering components. The front axle works kind of like a tractor axle and it pivots on this central point. I'll show you that now. This just sits on a central pivot with stoppers either side. Then we've got the motor transaxle for the rear, along with the rear frame, which will integrate into the new build. Alright, I'm about to start building the main frame now. I don't have every detail fully planned out yet, so I'm probably going to let this be another time lapse, but I'll record as much as I can along the way. Okay, let's dive in. Right, you'll see that I've just chopped more of the original frame and I've come up with a plan, so I'll just show you what I'm going to do next. I'm going to use this front section of the mobility scooter for the steering column, and it's got the pin on for the front axle. And then I'm going to use this back section as it's got the holes for the motor to go on. So the new centre section is going to look like this. We're going to have this front section here welded to the front part of the mobility scooter, and the back section here is going to be connected to this. Now I'm not sure if I'm going to be adding some suspension yet. I found these old springs which I might use for a bit of suspension. I've worked out the measurements, and we need this centre bit here, 30 centimetres by 85 centimetres, and 10 centimetre wide for that bit, and 15 centimetre wide for that section. So I'm going to get that cut, get it all laid out and get it welded up. got the frame all tacked up. Now I did away with the suspension because I didn't want the drive wheels to spring up. So I'm going to fit the rear and front axle now so I can offer the template up to it, just to check, make sure all my dimensions are correct before I weld it all together. As you can see, I've got the frame side by side with the template, and it's exactly the right length. The wheels and everything is where it should be, and it's the perfect width. The last part that I want to change on the frame is to widen the front axle, and the easiest way is going to be just to chop it and put these sleeves over. Just an offcut of the old chassis. So I'm going to get that dismantled and get it cut, get it welded and get it back on. I've got the axle cut now. I've marked out the bump stops, so I'm going to get the sleeves welded on and I can get it fitted again. Alright, this is where I'm going to leave it for this video. I've got the frame all tacked together, and off camera I'll get it all fully welded. In the next video I'll be starting on the body, so make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss it. Thanks for watching.